We are about 3 days into 2026, and I have to say something that's going to piss a lot of you guys off. We have been sold a fantasy, fantasy by the media, fantasy by Disney. We've been told since young boys that if you're a good guy, if you work hard, things will just kind of fall into place. All of that is BS, guys, and it's time to wake up and realize that the fantasy is going to hold you down, and keep you stuck in 2026 if you let it. Our parents add to the stereotype as well, especially if you're raised by a single mother. They tell you that if you just play nice, sit back, all the things in life will come after you if you're just patient. But that's not how life works, guys. It's time to stop being a nice guy. It's time to stop playing in the fantasy. And it's time to embrace being the villain in 2026. If you want to win in 2026, gentlemen, you have to embrace being hated, being disliked, being misunderstood, because these are the kind of men that get everything they want in their life. They don't get it by being passive and waiting their turn. They get it by going after what they want, being assertive, being aggressive, being the kind of man that attracts these things. And just frankly, they get it by being the villain. Now, before the algorithm starts to crucify me in this, and they try to take the video down, I'm not telling people, especially men, I'm not telling you guys to be complete assholes. We still follow Jesus Christ down here. We're still men of God. So we have to have moral standards and things that we're accountable towards. But I am telling you that it's time to be a little bit more selfish, be a little bit more arrogant, walk with a little bit of a swagger, because this is going to get you the result you're looking for this year. So I want to take you back to where this fantasy kind of starts for all of us. And for the majority of us, it always starts with Disney. I was a huge proponent for Disney when I was younger. I loved the movies, the songs, and everything because I thought that was real life. And the fantasy is going to tell you that the Disney Channel way is the way that life goes. I want you to think about it. Most basic Disney Channel shows will follow this basic premise. Most Disney Channel shows follow this basic premise. There's a girl best friend and a boy best friend. The boy best friend secretly likes the girl. The girl acts oblivious. The girl would date a jock or what would be labeled as a bad boy. The guy best friend is secretly hurt but remains supportive. The jerk or the jock does jerk or jock things, pause, and he hurts the girl. The guy secretly ecstatic, but still remains supportive. The girl has a light bulb moment and realizes the guy best friend's been there the whole time. Then they both ride off into the sunset. There's no wonder that the majority of us grew up believing this stuff because it's constantly thrown in our face. And any guy will tell you, if you've been in the friend zone, that's not how things work, guys. A girl will use you over and over again for your time, your attention, if you let her do that. She doesn't wake up just one day and think that, oh, my prince is now here. But also, I think that it's kind of done bad for both boys and girls because it teaches the girls that someday my prince will come. It teaches guys that if I'm just good enough, I have to prove myself to her that one day she'll find me worthy. It hurts both genders, but guys especially. But going back to the girl best friend and guy best friend stuff, that only works on TV, guys. And you know that if you practice this in real life, you know a girl never ever sees you as anything but a friend the majority of the time. There are some times when a girl will actually, if you sit there and you pursue her enough, she will actually go around and, see you as something else. But that's a different video for a different time. The cycle of the guy best friend adds to the thing that I've been talking about. Is constantly being passive and waiting for opportunities to happen. Because keep it a buck, in real life, a man that's able to sit in a girl's friend zone and not get what he wants, that's a weak man. And we know that women find weak men unattractive. So I don't know why Disney perpetuates the stereotype that, if you just sit there and wait, that eventually she's going to come around to you. It don't happen like that, guys. And I can tell you because I was that guy in high school. I tried it. If anybody could be a friend zone king, it would be me. So I was sitting there telling the girl how amazing she was, how wonderful she was, and that the guy she was dating was just mistreating her. And she would take that. She would take it. Like I call it the emotional gas station. She would fill up on my attention, my validation, and my good words, and fill up on that for another round of fuckery with her boyfriend. And that's not her fault. She was just doing what she was designed to do. Women are designed to extract and take resources. It has to be the man that's able to stop that or put a stop to it if he's not getting what he wants. I think Snoop Dogg said that. If you wanna be a sucker, you're gonna get licked. Pause. That was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. But I want you guys to get in this frame of mind, guys. If you want anything in this life, you have to go out and take it. Nothing is going to be given to you, whether it's that job, whether it's the promotion, whether it's the woman. You have to go out and make sure that you're going to get it. Because people, not only women, people will take advantage of you if you let them do it. Your job will do it. Your woman will do it. Hell, even your parents will do it. Your friends, all that. You have to be your greatest advocate, because if you don't do it, somebody else take advantage of you. And I find it funny, you have to go back now and watch some of these videos through adult eyes as well, because it's one thing when you're a child and you're watching these videos, you're like, okay, cool, whatever. But there's so many things that go over your head after life and beat you up a little bit. You go back and watch these things, you're like, damn, I kind of see what he's talking about. And let's be honest, if we're being honest, guys, when we were younger, we all rooted for the hero. We thought that justice, honor, and truth was the way to go. But then you get a little bit older, and some of them villains start to have a couple points. I ain't gonna lie. You think about your Jokers, your Thanoses. These people are men that went after what they want, that did not give a fuck about what you thought about them, and they were going to get their objective while also being poetic at the same time. Joker and Thanos have some of the most prophetic and profound lines, I think, ever. Whoever was writing for those characters deserve all the awards. I'm not going to lie. But take this back to Thanos. I know I got my Marvel people down here, but just bear with me for a second. Thanos, when he did not get what he want, what was he doing? He was sending people after the Infinity Stones. He never went after them himself. Think about Loki in the Battle of New York. I forgot the guy's name, like Roman the Accuser. Send them after all that stuff. And they kept coming back and they kept failing. But when did Thanos get what he wanted in life? He got it after he said what? Fine, I'll do it myself. And at that point, when he stopped being passive, stopped sending other people after his goals, he got the exact thing that he wanted, and he did it in one movie. And just look at the villains in all the movies. The villains have all the fun. They have all the girls, all the money, all the status. And we've been taught that, oh, if a guy goes after what he wants, he's toxic. He's toxically masculine. He's arrogant. He's conceited. But these are the kind of men that win. I think it's some great side that they try to teach us, because it's like, oh, don't be like these men. We don't need more strong men, because they know that weak men are easily controlled. So you have to go after what you want unapologetically in this life. Be the villain. Embrace that. People are going to talk about you, so what? They talked about Jesus Christ. And somebody said this: if they crucified the only perfect man to ever live, why won't they criticize you? None of us are nowhere on near Jesus Christ's level. We worship Jesus Christ, but we try to be like him, but we'll never be like him. So take that with a grain of salt and go after what it is that you want and be unapologetic about it. But when you're a good guy in 2026, you're going to be overlooked for promotions. You're going to be used, taken for granted, abused by people. That's just how it is. And I want you to think about this in even a corporate setting. The guy that kind of plays back and is a little bit more passive, he's going to sit there and wait for the promotion to happen. But the bad guy, the villain, he puts a meeting on the boss's calendar, goes into the boss, tells him what he wants. If he don't get it, he's gone. While the nice guy will sit there for 4 or 5 years, try to be a good employee, try to improve his performance plan. And then the boss will be like, yeah, okay, whatever. He doesn't value himself. I'm not going to value him either. And people don't think these things out loud, guys. These are just like subconscious thoughts. And the longer you're around corporate, the longer you're around people only respect the people that respect themselves. You are going to be your biggest fan, your biggest supporter, because if you don't advocate for yourself, nobody else will. You can take that on every level: a familiar level, corporate level, personal level, friendship level, all this stuff. You have to be your biggest advocate, because if you don't, nobody else will do it for you. But that kind of goes to that villain mindset. Be a little bit more selfish, be a little bit more arrogant. Now, before I close this video, I have to reiterate my point. Guys, we are not out here to take advantage of people. We're not going to lie to them, hurt them, abuse them, none of that stuff. I'm just talking about putting your needs first, because if you don't, nobody else will. You have to be willing to be a little bit disliked. A lot of us are afraid of being disliked. I know I was for the longest time. I wanted to walk into a room where people liked me. But guys, honestly, people that I like don't really get the shit done. And I'm not saying that you can't be a likable person, because you can be a likable person and get things done. But like, when you're just too nice and you just never have any polarizing opinions, not a polarizing person, people overlook that. You have to say what you want, go after it, and just be that kind of person that gets the job done, because people will respect that kind of person. And respect is paramount over everything. I don't want love, I want respect, because somebody respects you, more likely they're going to love you, and vice versa. Fuck love, I want respect. That's how everybody should operate. That's how villains operate. And sometimes it's good for people to fear you a little bit and not fear you in a way that you want to hurt them, but fear him like, what will happen if I cross this guy? I don't want to lose this guy. He's too valuable to have around. You have to instill a little bit of fear in people and let people know you're not going to just sit there, be taken for granted, be walked over. It's just not going to happen in 2026. But again, I want you guys to be kind, be people of high moral character, read your Bibles, follow Jesus, all this stuff. But at the same time, do not be weak. What does being the villain actually mean? It means putting yourself first. You have to put your needs first before you can help anybody else. It's like the old thing they always tell you on the plane: put your oxygen mask on first before you assist others. You can't pour from an empty glass. It's all the same thing. So if I want to retire my family, build a good physique, or be the kind of man that I know my family needs me to be, I need a period of isolation where I can go through and do these things uninterrupted. Then once I accumulate the physique, I have my good health, that I can start reaching out and helping other people. I'll be the kind of man that deserves these things. Next, it means going after what you want with full tenacity. That means no half stepping. Any goal you have in 2026, guys, you have to go through with that with full conviction that you're going to get it and say, no matter what happens, I'm going to achieve this goal. That means full commitment or nothing. You're not going to half-ass anything anymore. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say. If a girl wants a friendship with you and you don't want friendship, no, I don't want the friendship. If somebody says something to you that makes you feel uncomfortable, let them know you feel uncomfortable about it. If they don't like it, walk. It means direct communication, even when it's uncomfortable. Having these conversations with family members that might have did you wrong, friends, spouses, all this. And lastly, guys, you have to say fuck people's opinions and their judgment. I want to be 100% honest and brutally honest with you guys. I started this platform 4 years ago, and I've had people that were here at the beginning. Then I stopped posting inconsistently because I was so afraid of people's judgments, their opinions, what they want to say about me. But now to the point, I really don't give a fuck. You have to get to that point in your life because people are going to talk about you to the day that you die. Like we were talking about earlier with Jesus Christ. If people were talking about the only perfect man to ever live, you stand no chance in this, fellas. So I don't care what it is you want to go after. If you want to have a business, go after that girl. Whatever the case is, go after it. Fuck their opinion, fuck their judgment. Because when it's all said and done, fellas, when you have to go ahead and stand before God, He's going to ask you about you and nobody else. What do you do with your life? And I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to be accountable to God for that. So in 2026, ask yourself, am I going to be the hero who's passive or the villain that goes after what he wants? No question asked. You see a girl at a coffee shop, the hero's going to sit there, he's going to stare and say, damn, I wonder what she would be like as a wife. I wonder what she'd be like as a girlfriend. The villain, he's going to step out on faith, not care about her opinion, walk up, introduce himself, and let everything else fall by the wayside. He doesn't care about her opinion, her thoughts, whatever the case is. He saw her, he wants to talk to her, so he's going to do it. The promotion that you want, the hero's going to sit there and work silently and hope that somebody recognizes his value one day. The villain will put that meeting on the boss's calendar, walk in and tell him exactly what he wants. If he doesn't get it, he's gone. The business that you want to start, the hero's going to sit there and research, watch a bunch of podcasts and YouTube videos, don't even start. The villain's going to go out and fail messy, iterate on his ideas. And the time the hero's even thought about starting, the hero already did 3 different ideas of the same product and is making money now. The fantasy will always tell you, play nice, wait my turn, let others go first, and eventually it'll work out for you. But honestly, guys, if you're watching this, majority of you guys are like that. And where has that gotten you? If you're anything like me, it's gotten you passed over, overlooked, people not remembering you. Is that a life that you want to live moving forward? Only you can answer that question. Nothing will change until you embrace that villain arc and go after what you want. If you want to have another year where you're just kind of sitting there doing the same things, being overlooked, being underappreciated, more power to you. But for the guys who want change and real change, listen up. I have my Kill the Fantasy 90-day men's program. And I'm going to help you tap into that villain energy and get the exact thing that you want, the exact thing that you deserve in 2026. It's no more being passive. This is going to be a program where you have one-on-one access to me, where I will help you first by building good habits in the gym. The gym is going to be the foundation for everything that you want in this life, guys. It's going to teach you discipline, hard work, and delayed gratification. We're going to track your macros, get you on a good gym program. You're going to work out 4 to 5 times a week. all while I'm sitting there in your corner helping you out. We're going to help you build discipline. We're going to give you some dating challenges. Go out, talk to some young ladies. All this stuff will be available inside this program, along with 24/7 access to me. The majority of you guys, you don't have a discipline problem. You have an accountability problem. And with me in your corner, you're going to go out and change your life. And I promise you that. But for those who are looking for a little bit more of a passive use of my help, down below in the description, I have my discipline diagnostic. Go through, take that quiz, see what kind of undisciplined man you are. And after that, you will get 7 emails from me, absolutely free, of actionable advice you can take over the next week to start tapping into that villain energy, for 2026. That's all my time. Till the next time, kill the fantasy, build the dream. I love y'all boys. I'm out of here.
Well, I take him to the breaking.